How successful people convert time into wealth. Time is your hidden treasure. Every morning you wake up rich, not with money, with time. You receive 86,400 seconds. It is a silent gift. No one announces it. No one celebrates it, but it is there, waiting. Most people do not see it. They open their eyes and rush into noise, messages, social media, complaints, fear, pressure. And slowly the treasure disappears, second by second, like sand falling through fingers. Successful people see time differently. They see time as capital. They see time as seeds. They see time as bricks, and they build with it. That is the difference. Not intelligence, not luck, not background. The difference is vision. They understand one powerful truth. Time is more valuable than money. Money can return. Time never does. If you lose $10, you can earn it again. If you lose 10 years, they are gone forever. This truth changes everything. When you truly understand it, your life begins to shift. You stop asking, how can I make more money? You start asking, how am I spending my time? This question is simple, but it is dangerous, because it forces you to look in the mirror. Where do your hours go? Who controls your minutes? What are you building each day? Successful people measure their lives in hours invested, not hours passed. They treat time like investors treat money, carefully, strategically, with intention. Imagine two people. They both work 8 hours a day. They both have the same phone, the same internet, the same 24 hours. At night, one watches random videos for 3 hours. The other studies a skill for 3 hours. After 1 week, the difference is small. After 1 month, it becomes visible. After 1 year, it becomes powerful. After 5 years, their lives are completely different. Time creates the gap, not talent. Time multiplied by focus. This is how successful people convert time into wealth. They think long-term. They understand compound growth. A small daily action seems weak, but repeated daily, it becomes unstoppable. 1 hour of learning per day equals 365 hours per year. That is more than 9 full work weeks, 9 weeks of growth, 9 weeks of skill, 9 weeks of advantage. Most people never use this power. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for next Monday. Successful people do not wait. They start small. They stay consistent. They protect their mornings. They protect their evenings. They protect their attention. Because attention is time in action. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention lives in gossip, your life becomes small. If your attention lives in growth, your life expands. Look at your phone screen time. It tells a story. Look at your daily routine. It reveals your future. This is not about working all day. This is about working wisely. You do not need to fill every second with work. You need to fill it with meaning. There is a difference. Successful people rest, but they rest with purpose. They choose recovery, not escape. They choose reflection, not distraction. They understand that energy is limited, time is limited, life is limited. So they focus on what matters. Let me ask you something. If someone gave you 1 gold coin every hour, would you waste it? Would you throw it away on nonsense? Of course not. But every hour is more valuable than gold, because gold can return, an hour cannot. When you understand this deeply, you begin to change your behavior. You say no more often. No to useless meetings. No to empty conversations. No to habits that steal your future. Saying no is not selfish, it is strategic. Every yes to something small is a no to something important. Every distraction has a hidden cost, and the cost is your future self. Successful people think about their future self daily. They imagine who they want to become, stronger, smarter, free, financially secure, confident. And then they ask one question: what would that future version of me do today? This question guides their time. It shapes their schedule. It shapes their decisions. Instead of living by emotion, they live by direction. Emotion changes. Direction stays. You may feel tired. You may feel unmotivated. You may feel distracted. But your direction remains clear. And that clarity turns time into power. Power into skill. Skill into value. Value into wealth. Wealth into freedom. It is a chain reaction, but it begins with respect for time. Respect means planning. Respect means tracking. Respect means choosing growth over comfort. Comfort is easy. Growth is uncomfortable. But comfort gives nothing back. Growth multiplies your time later. When you learn a new skill, it works for you. When you build knowledge, it supports you. When you build discipline, it protects you. Each hour invested becomes a silent worker in your future. Imagine building a team. Every hour of learning becomes one team member. After 1 year, you have 365 team members working for your future. That is the power of daily action. Successful people are not superheroes. They are protectors of time. They are architects of hours. They design their days carefully. They ask before acting, is this moving me forward? If the answer is no, they adjust. They do not blame. They do not complain. They adjust. Because time does not wait for excuses. It moves forward with or without you. Every sunrise is an opportunity. Every sunset is a report. What did you build today? What did you improve? What did you learn? If you ask these questions daily, your life will change. Slowly, then suddenly. At first, no one will notice. Your progress will be silent, invisible, like roots growing underground. But one day, the tree appears, and people call it success. They do not see the roots. They do not see the hours. They do not see the sacrifices. But you will know, because you planted each minute carefully. You watered it with effort. You protected it from distraction, and now it grows. This is how successful people convert time into wealth. They understand that time is not something to spend. It is something to invest. An expense disappears. An investment returns multiplied. So look at your next hour, not with fear, not with pressure, but with possibility. It is a blank page, a fresh opportunity, a silent chance to build something meaningful. You do not need more time. You need more intention. You do not need a perfect plan. You need consistent action. Start small. Start today. Protect 1 hour. Use it wisely. Then protect another. Day by day, brick by brick, second by second. Your wealth is already in your hands. It is called time. And what you do with it will decide everything. Part 2. Building skills that turn time into income. Time alone does not create wealth. Skill turns time into income. 2 people can work the same hours. One stays average, one becomes valuable. The difference is skill. Skill is power. Skill is leverage. Skill is silent money working for you. If you want to convert time into wealth, you must build skills that the world needs. You must become useful, very useful. Money follows value. Value comes from skill. Think about a simple example. A person who types slowly earns little. A person who writes clearly earns more. A person who writes and persuades earns even more. Same time, different income. Why? Because skill multiplies time. 1 hour of low skill gives small results. 1 hour of high skill gives big results. That is the secret. You do not need more hours. You need stronger skills. First, understand this truth. Your income grows when your ability grows. If you want more money, improve what you can do. Do not only work hard, work to become better. Better every day. Now, let us look at the types of skills that turn time into income. There are three main types: high-income skills, leverage skills, future-proof skills. High-income skills are skills companies and clients pay a lot for. Examples are writing, coding, sales, marketing, video editing, design, speaking, consulting. These skills solve problems, and problems are expensive. If you can solve a big problem, people pay you well. A business loses money because it cannot sell. If you can help them sell more, they will pay you. A company struggles to grow online. If you understand digital marketing, you become valuable. Skill is not about talent. It is about practice. No one is born knowing how to sell. No one is born knowing how to code. They learn. They fail. They practice again. That is how skill is built. Now think about leverage skills. Leverage means you use one effort to create many results. For example, writing a book. You write it once, people buy it for years. You record a course once. Thousands can learn from it. You create a YouTube video. It can earn money while you sleep. This is leverage. Without leverage, your time trades for money. With leverage, your time works again and again. That is powerful. Future-proof skills are skills that will still be valuable in 10 years. Technology changes, trends change, but some skills stay strong. Communication, problem-solving, leadership, creative thinking. Machines can copy tasks, but they struggle to copy creativity and empathy. If you build these skills, you protect your income. Now let us talk about how to build skills step by step. Step 1 is choose one skill. Do not choose 5. Do not choose 10. Focus on one. Focus creates speed. When you focus, you improve faster. If you try to learn everything, you stay average in everything. Average does not pay well. Choose one skill that matches 3 things. It is valuable in the market. You are interested in it. It has long-term demand. When these 3 meet, you have a strong path. Step 2 is learn deeply. Do not only watch short videos. Do not only read quotes. Study with intention. Read books. Take structured courses. Practice every day. Learning is not passive. It is active. If you learn writing, write daily. If you learn coding, code daily. If you learn speaking, speak daily. Skill grows with repetition, small practice every day. That is how beginners become professionals. Step 3 is build proof. Proof builds income. People do not pay for your potential, they pay for results. Create projects, build a portfolio, show your work. If you are a designer, design samples. If you are a writer, publish articles. If you are a developer, build apps. Proof creates trust. Trust creates money. Step 4 is increase value. After basic skill, go deeper. Do not stop at average level. Learn advanced strategies. Study experts. Analyze why they are better. Then apply what you learn. High-income skills require high standards. Many people quit when it becomes hard, but hard is where money lives. Easy skills have many people. Hard skills have fewer people. Less competition means higher income. Now let us talk about mindset during skill building. You must accept slow progress. At first, you will be bad. That is normal. You will compare yourself to experts. You will feel small. Do not quit. Every expert was once a beginner. The difference is they stayed longer. They practiced when others stopped.
Time plus focused practice equals mastery. Another important truth: skill is an asset. An asset produces income. A liability costs money. If you spend years only consuming entertainment, you build no asset. If you spend years building skill, you build an asset inside you. No one can steal it. No crisis can remove it. It travels with you everywhere. Imagine losing your job. If you have no skill, fear grows fast. If you have strong skill, confidence stays, because you know you can create value again. That is freedom. Skill gives options. Options give power. Now, let us connect skill and time again. When you improve your skill, your hourly value increases. Maybe today you earn $10 per hour. After 2 years of focused practice, you earn $30 per hour. Same hour, triple income. This is how successful people convert time into wealth. They do not waste evenings, they train in the evenings. They do not complain about slow growth, they prepare for future growth. While others scroll, they study. While others relax every night, they build quietly. Not forever, but for a season.
A season of sacrifice creates years of freedom. Skill building is not exciting every day. Some days are boring. Some days feel useless. But progress hides in repetition. One page written, one lesson learned, one project finished. Small bricks build big houses. Small skills build big income. Now think about this question. What skill, if mastered, could change your financial future? Sit with that question. Be honest. Do not choose what sounds cool. Choose what has value. Then commit. Commit for 1 year. Deep focus. No jumping, no quitting. 1 year of real focus can change your direction. Many people overestimate what they can do in 1 week, but they underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Consistency beats intensity. 30 minutes every day for 1 year is powerful. That is more than 180 hours. 180 hours of focused practice can move you from beginner to skilled. And skilled people earn more. Now imagine 5 years. 5 years of consistent learning and practice. You will not be average. You will stand out. Standing out increases opportunity. Opportunity increases income. Income invested creates wealth. You see the chain: time, skill, value, income, investment, wealth. It starts with skill. So guard your time, invest it in ability. Build something inside you that grows in value. Do not chase money directly, chase mastery. Money follows mastery. And when your skill becomes strong, your time becomes powerful. Not just hours passing, but hours producing. Part 3. Multiplying income with systems and smart investment. Skill helps you earn more, but skill alone does not create wealth. If you only earn and spend, you stay in the same place. To build real wealth, you must multiply what you earn. This is where systems and investment begin. Successful people do not only work harder, they build systems. A system is a structure that works again and again. It works when you're tired. It works when you are busy. It even works when you sleep. Without systems, life feels heavy. You decide everything every day. You start from zero every morning. With systems, progress becomes automatic. Think about saving money. If you save only when you remember, you forget. If you build a system that moves money to savings every month, it happens without emotion. System beats motivation. Motivation changes, system stays. Now let us connect systems to income. When you build a skill, you increase your earning power. When you build a system, you protect and multiply that earning power. First, build a system for income growth. Do not depend on only one source.
One job is good. 2 sources are safer. 3 sources are stronger. You can have a main job, a freelance skill, a small online project. This is not about working all day. It is about creating layers. Layers create stability. If one layer breaks, others remain. Successful people think in layers. Next, build a system for saving. Before you spend, pay yourself first. This is a simple rule. When income comes, move a part to savings immediately. Not later, now. Even 10% is powerful. Small amounts grow with time. Time is quiet, but time is strong. Now let us talk about investing. Saving protects money. Investing grows money. If you only save, money sleeps. If you invest wisely, money works. Money that works becomes wealth. You do not need to be rich to invest. You need discipline. Start small. Learn slowly. Understand basic investment tools. Index funds, stocks, bonds, business investment. Do not chase fast profit. Fast profit often brings fast loss. Think long term. Wealth is slow but steady. Imagine planting a tree. You water it, you wait. Nothing big happens in the first weeks, but roots grow under the ground. After years, the tree becomes strong. Investment is like that. At first, growth looks small, but with time and compound interest, growth becomes powerful. Compound interest is simple. You earn money on your money. Then you earn money on that new money. Growth builds on growth. This is how time becomes your partner, but only if you start. Many people wait for the perfect moment. Perfect moment never comes. Start with what you have. Small steps today are better than big plans tomorrow. Now let us return to systems. You need a system for learning. Even after building one skill, continue growing. The world changes. Technology moves fast. If you stop learning, your income stops growing. Create a weekly learning routine. 1 book each month, 1 course each quarter. Practice every week. Learning keeps your skill sharp. Sharp skill keeps your income strong. Next, build a system for health. Wealth without health is fragile. If your body is weak, your energy drops. If your energy drops, your focus drops. If focus drops, income drops. Sleep well. Eat simple food. Move your body daily. Energy is a financial asset. Protect it. Now think about your time again. In part 1, you learned to value time. In part 2, you learned to build skill. Now in part 3, you learn to multiply results. This is the full path. Guard time, build skill, create systems, invest wisely. This is how successful people convert time into wealth. They do not waste high income on lifestyle inflation. When income increases, they do not increase expenses at the same speed. They increase investments. They buy assets. Assets produce income. A rental property produces rent. A stock produces dividends. A business produces profit. Digital content produces royalties. Assets turn 1 hour of work into years of return. At first, you work for money. Later, money works for you. That is the shift. But remember this: freedom does not come from money alone. Freedom comes from control. Control of time, control of income, control of choices. Systems create control. When your expenses are lower than your income, you breathe easier. When your investments grow, fear becomes smaller. When your skills stay strong, confidence grows. Confidence changes how you walk. You speak with calm energy. You decide with clarity. Because you know you can create value anytime.
Now imagine your future self. 5 years from today, you invested in skills. You saved consistently. You invested wisely. Your income doubled. Your savings grew. Your stress decreased. Is this magic? No. It is direction plus discipline. Every day you choose between comfort and growth. Comfort feels good now. Growth feels hard now. But comfort often creates pain later. Growth creates freedom later. Successful people think long-term. They delay small pleasure for big reward. They understand that time will pass anyway, so they decide to use time with intention. You cannot stop time, but you can guide it. You can decide what you plant in your hours. If you plant distraction, you harvest regret. If you plant skill and discipline, you harvest wealth. Not only financial wealth, but mental wealth, emotional strength, personal pride. There is deep satisfaction in building something slowly, in knowing you changed your path. No one forced you. You decided. This decision is powerful. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. You do not need to earn millions next year. You need to move forward this week. 1 focused hour tonight. 1 chapter read. 1 investment made. 1 expense avoided. Small control builds big results. And one day, you look back. You see that your time was not wasted. It was converted. Converted into skill. Converted into assets. Converted into freedom. This is the secret many people never learn. Time is not money by default. Time becomes money only when guided by discipline. Time becomes wealth only when multiplied by systems. You hold the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference is not the clock. The difference is choice. Choose growth. Choose skill. Choose systems. Choose investment. And slowly, quietly, your time will begin to work for you. That is how successful people convert time into wealth. Not with noise, not with shortcuts, but with patience, with clarity, with action repeated daily. Your future is built in hours. Use them well.
If this video inspired you or helped you learn something new, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Motivation to Study English for 30 minutes every day. Your support is the energy that keeps us creating better and more meaningful videos every single day.